Yeah, I liked the Babaji quote you did today. It was summarized that don't worry about the unkind treatment of others. So let me see if I can find it. Um, the
Yeah, so
physical,
that's,
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to read it if that's all right. But
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
physical discomforts of the unkind treatment by others should not ruffle the serenity of your mind. Let there exist no trace of the melancholy in your presence.
Yeah, so that's a good example of it. Like, no matter what other people do, don't let it shake your inner peace, your higher consciousness, your enlightenment, your overall samadhi. Just kind of laugh at it like it is. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, especially in my case, I don't like to see children in pain. That is very painful
Yeah,
for me. I hate that the most, right? So the lowest of low to me is somebody who would hurt an innocent child. Like I don't care how much money you got in the bank. Like that is lowest of low. So the unkind treatment of people, there's a lot out there, but you can't let it ruffle like your inner serenity, right? You have to have your shield up. You have to be the king of your castle. You have to protect your inner consciousness. But
Don't wait to live in alignment. If Kriya Yoga is calling you, book your clarity call now at kriyayogamasterclass.com and let's awaken together. Now diving back in.
even me, like let's say I put up my Kavachum shield mantra as like my atmosphere. I can feel meteorites pinging my atmosphere all day, right? Like they're out there. Those distractions, those unkind treatment is definitely trying to unruffle your serenity for sure, right? Those meteors are hitting your inner atmosphere all day long, right? And I feel compassionate for people that don't have these tools, right? Because their meteors are hitting their Earth every day, if you know what I'm saying. So, luckily, we have some tools to protect us from the outside Maya delusional world. But yeah, it's rough out there, like
yeah,
it's a horror movie that you don't want to see. Let's say it like that, and you gotta kind of protect your inner consciousness from that, right? Like I can sometimes I feel myself like, all right, let me see what Donald Trump's doing today, and then I'll see something on YouTube, and it's almost like sticking my finger in the light socket, like I can't
yeah.
do it. I
It's
don't
trying to
want
trigger
their
you.
narrative to become my narrative. I don't care what MSNBC says about Donald Trump, or I'm gonna make my own decision up. I'm not gonna regurgitate their fake narrative or whatever. I don't want their narrative to become my narrative, to be honest with you. So I just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do it. So like in my state of higher consciousness, I can't watch horror movies no more. I just can't do it, No matter how much I try to do it, like let me see what this Squid Games is about. This Squid Games 2. Let me see what it's about. Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Mass murder. Oh my god. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, oh yeah, oh no. Okay. Oh, sorry, Bobby G. I lost myself there for a second, I ate some Skittles at 7-Eleven, I'm sorry.
drop it.
I'm on, dust myself off, get back on the path. I fell in the ditch. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. I just wanted to see what the hype was about. Sorry, sorry, It's not for me. Like, and that's the point too. When you start eating Skittles, you eat one or two, and like, I shouldn't have did this, I don't know. I fell off the path. I lost myself for a second. This doesn't serve me in the present moment. This isn't nourishing spiritual food that will uplift me. This
Yeah,
a band aid, some comfort food that gives me some temporary pleasure.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, you
to
almost
be
have to
around
like
kids.
go ahead.
Kids just, I see their innocence and purity. Like the little boy here, Zach, he likes to run around naked and like he's not ashamed of it at all. It's like later we became ashamed, just like they say the Adam and Eve story. Once they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, then that's when they like, oh, I got to cover myself up with a leaf, because there's something wrong with the way I was born. But and I remember myself as a kid, I used to also like run around naked. So it's fun for me to just watch him, in his innocence, how he is. And we were watching the Captain America, and he's got this big pillow that's like a donut, and he's like, I'm Captain Donut. It looks like the same shield like Captain America, except it has a hole in the middle. So I take a lot of joy from being around the kids, and their innocence and purity.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Like, if I had my choice, I would be around children all the time. I enjoy their energy, their purity, they haven't yet been conditioned to what to think and what to do and what is right and what is wrong. They just have an inner innocence. One of the videos I posted, Shiva Angi was talking about the innocence of Shiva, which I thought was great. Like the childlikeness of Shiva. It was called Bola Shankara, right? Which is the innocence of Shiva. And I like to think of Babaji in the same way, like a teenage kind of playful, happy-go-lucky kind of guy, And I like that kind of innocence, playfulness, and just the purity of a pure soul of a child. My guru always used to say, Vedguru Dev, you collected all this junk your whole life, throw it all away and go back to zero and be innocent like a child, be a pure soul like a child. Throw all away all this luggage, all this baggage you have that doesn't serve you in the present moment, and go back to being an innocent child, enjoying the sun, playing outside, being happy, That this is more important. So he would see me sometimes doing my sadhana. He was like, go back to zero and just walk away. so it's the same concept, like happy, 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 0, 0, 0, So maybe I should add that in the 0, 0, 0. So just go back to zero. He always said that, zero. Go back to zero. Are you going back to zero today? Yes, Baba. Okay, good. Keep it up. 0, And I read one of the Sita books, and they said, I don't want, when I transcend my physical body, I don't want no one to say my name. I want to be like a sailboat sailing out into the sunset. And when you lose sight of me, there's no more sailboat. For more like this, subscribe now. Start your journey at freekriyayoga.com or click the next video right here.